الحمد لله وحده والصلاة والسلام على من لا نبي بعده أما بعد. Here we are in Medina on a cold night. I wanted to share a quick advice for my brothers, students in the Ma'had that are applying to the Kulliyah, to the faculties in the Islamic University of Medina. A lot of brothers, they've been asking since I first started, before I came until today, they wonder which Kulliyah should I go to. Should I go to Hadith? Should I go to Sharia? Should I go to Quran? I'm confused, I don't know what to do. People are telling me to take this, people are telling me this is better than this, what should I do? So I wanted to make this short video to help be a guide for all students bi'idhnillah ta'ala to benefit from. And so, the khulasat al-qawl in this mas'ala and this affair is to say that every single student should go to the kulliyah that suits him best. Meaning that a person goes to that which he finds most comfort in studying. If you studied fiqh, and everyone should have studied at least a basic book in every field. If you've studied fiqh before, or mustalah al-hadith, or a aqidah book, or usul al-fiqh, or the likes, and you found comfort and ease in one of those books over another, then you should go to that faculty. And so a person, someone, he might find comfort in hadith. He might love the affair of mustalah al-hadith and studying Umdat al-Ahkam or Arba'in al-Nawawi or the likes of these things. And he has a mail and a clear raghbah to study this. Then he should go into Kulliyat al-Hadith, because it will help you in your the next 4 years where you'll be studying this kulliyah. Likewise, if a person prefers and he finds ease and comfort in Quran, in tafsir and qira'at, and he finds himself mahir, he excels in that and he finds ease in it, then he should go to Kulliyat al-Quran. Likewise, if someone finds ease in aqidah and seerah and tarikh, and he wants to become mutakhassis and expert in that field, he should go to da'wah. And the same for sharia, the person who loves fiqh, usul al-fiqh, and the aqwal of the madahib, and tarjih, and the rajih of the aqwal, and the likes of these things, he should go to Kulliyat al-Sharia. All of them, there is in it khair and barakah. You should go to that which you find most comfort in and ease, and you will find an ease in studying and finding the energy to wake up every single day to read long hours and to study for long hours in that specific field. That's the first thing. With that being said, there are a couple of things that I want to draw your attention to. First of all is this mistake that many people fall into, whether they realize or they don't realize. The first of those affairs is peer pressure. Being peer pressured into going into a specific kulliyah, to a specific faculty. And so you'll hear someone will say to you, go to Kulliyat al-Hadith. There's no other real kulliyah except for hadith. And someone else will tell you, go to Sharia. The only things that you'll be asked about when you go back to your country is fiqh questions. There's no other kulliyah worth the worth of Sharia. Someone else will tell you, you have to learn aqidah, and this is the most important thing to do, and everything else is not important, so go to da'wah, and the likes of these things. So many people are peer pressured because everyone's going to hadith to go to hadith, or hadith is the only kulliyah, so we should go to hadith, and the likes, as we mentioned. And so this is something that occurs often, something that I've seen with my very own eyes many times, and a student should be aware of, it should not fall into. Don't be peer pressured to going to any kulliyah. It returns back to what you like, and what you like differs from what Zayd likes and what Amr likes and any other student likes. Go to where you find comfort in. Don't worry about anyone else. Don't copy anyone else. This is about your next 4 years. This is about your benefit. That's the first point. The second point is tahqir, an ihtiqar of the other kulliyat. That if a person goes to a specific faculty, he shouldn't look down at any other faculty that other people are in. A person goes to Sharia, he shouldn't look down upon the people that go to Kulliyat al-Hadith and say, oh, you guys don't know no fiqh. You don't learn no fiqh in your kulliyah. And then they look down upon them. Or someone in Hadith says, you guys are Ahl Madahib. You guys have ta'assub. You guys call to blind following. Why are you at Sharia? And they look down upon them and they dispraise it. Or someone else dispraises qira'at in Kulliyat al-Quran, that you can learn this in the haram or the likes. Why are you wasting your time? And the same could be said about da'wah. And so all of this is belittling and is something that is not befitting for a student of knowledge, as the scholars mention in the adab of a talib ilm. If a person, he finds comfort and ease in a specific knowledge and he doesn't in another knowledge, he doesn't find ease in it, he maybe finds it hard, or he doesn't have any raghbah in it, he shouldn't belittle it. And the people that are mushtaghaleen bihi. So that's the second point. The third point is, which is an important point, is that a person should gather between his studies in the faculty, in the university, and his studies outside, the durus outside in Masjid al-Nabawi, with the scholars, or any other durus or dawrat that are taking place in Medina. A person shouldn't suffice and think that it is enough for him to not study anything except for what he studies inside his kulliyah. La. A person should have a program outside of the kulliyah where he learns those other things that perhaps he won't learn in detail in his kulliyah. So for example, a person goes to Kulliyat al-Hadith and his expertise is in Hadith and Ulum al-Hadith and the likes. He might not learn fiqh in detail, so he should learn outside, make his own program where he learns the books of fiqh. The likes of the same for someone who is in Aqidah. He might not learn fiqh or hadith or tafsir in detail, so he takes it outside. And the likes can be said for Sharia, the likes can be said for Quran and the likes. Do not suffice with the studies in kulliyah and think it is enough. The kulliyah has a lot of khair, a lot of barakah, and it gives you the tools and the keys to knowledge. But you need to complete those tools that they give you by opening them up with the treasures that you have with the scholars in Medina. This is my advice, and I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make it beneficial and to allow you to benefit from this short advice. Subhanakallah wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.